Good morning, everyone. Let's take a couple deep breaths as we center ourselves. Let's go ahead and expand our solar plexus energy. Make it as big as you know directions. Now make it 6 feet bigger in you know directions. Good job. How's your body doing this morning? Go ahead and infuse your bubble with whatever energy your body requires this morning. You know, last night we went through a whole gambit of temperatures. Started cold, so I had a couple of blankets with me. And then it got hot, really hot, like spring or summer hot. And I'm going, what? Are we already switching to spring completely overnight? So I had to take to uncover, ended up with a light cover and slept that way until about 6 o'clock. And then when I woke up at 6 this morning, I was cold. So I had to bring my other two covers again. It was because it was so cold. And then I just turned over and went back to sleep. But throughout the night, there's these waves of heat that comes through. And you know how nothing really is solid? Nothing is solid at all. There's always the molecules of what appears to be solid. They're just more tightly packed, but there's still gaps at the micro or at the smallest level. But when those waves come through, you realize that the energies that are coming through for humanity right now on the planet is not energies that anybody can really stop. You cannot go anywhere. You cannot put yourself in glass. You cannot put yourself inside plastic or anything and prevent those energies from coming through. Because nothing is solid. Windows are not solid. Glass is not solid. Walls are not solid. If you get a chance to experience these waves that come through, you're going to realize that's how the energies come through. The energies will come through and you are also not solid. Although when you touch your body, it feels solid, you are not solid. You are made up of molecules, cells, molecules and in between those, you're kind of like a net where there's a space. That's what the energies go through. They just run through you. Like when you're sifting flour. And whatever is in the way of the energies will either dissolve it and you will have to let it go, or it will dissolve it and you have to let it go. Those are the two choices. You might try to hold on to it as much as you want because it's something that you have decided that you need. You have decided that you must keep. You have decided that you cannot let go. But the energies will come and they will come and they will come and they will come until you have no choice but to let go. And until you let go, you will be in pain because you don't want to let go. So it's best to just go with the flow. Imagine you being on a wave pool, floating. When the waves come, you just float up and down with it. You don't have to fight the wave. And if the wave wants to take whatever is on you, let it. Don't fight it. Just continue to be on the wave, floating on the water. Go with the flow. Now, right now, don't forget, we also have help from everybody that you want to request help from. If you're having a hard time doing something, you can ask our Arcturian friends to help you. You have built a connection. And you can just ask to connect with them. And they will respond. And then you ask them to give you the frequency to ease whatever it is that you're having. If you're having issues with your hip, everything from the waist down is not wanting to move forward. Then you just ask Arcturians, are you there? Arcturians, I need assistance with my hip problem. Can you give me the frequencies for that? And then they will do that. It will be a download. Even though I just asked for it, I'm getting a download for the hip frequencies. It was meant to be a sample. But I'm getting the download just like that. So you have a lot of tools available at your hands right now, at your fingertips. Use them. There is no need to suffer. There is not a prize for you as the number one suffering individual. There is no prize for it. You don't need to suffer. I've had a lot of pain in my life. I've had about 3 operations in my life before I was 25. So I know what pain is. And believe you me, I am a coward for pain. I know because how painful things can be. So unless I can avoid it, I do not want to even go around it. That's what I do, to avoid pain. I know how pain can be, and I know people shouldn't have to be with pain. So I avoid pain at any cost. And I will use any tool anybody even mentions. I will do the research if there's a tool that does instant change, I will do that. I will search it. I will practice it. I will master it so that I don't have to be in pain. Others don't have to be in pain. And right now, with these energies, like what I experienced last night, it must have been a wave of energy that came through. People's bodies are really in a lot of pain, a lot of intensities. So before going to sleep, something else you can do is ask your body to let go of everything that's no longer beneficial to you. The body can do the work at night for you. And the body will relax and let it go. And your mind won't be there to intercept that because your mind is asleep. And it'll be easier to let go at night. See, some of the videos, especially the one that that we were listening to that was created at the end of January, the one that we were supposed to listen for 30 days, for the month of February, that one, if you're listening to it consciously, it works one way. If you listen to it while you're asleep, because your mind is asleep, your mind is not working, it's resting, it goes deeper. It hits a different part of you, and you're able to let go. So you got to try it in different ways, because it's kind of like when you're awake, you have your guard up at all times, especially if you are fighting to not let go. But when you're asleep, then you're more likely to let it go. So with these waves, remember, always, you are not meant to win a fight with the energies. You can't. They're more powerful than you are, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because otherwise you'll be carrying that baggage you've been carrying all these years. But see, you cannot move on to a higher level with the baggage that you currently have. So the energies will remove it for you. And it's something that the subconscious knows, and subconscious is okay with it. Subconscious knows that it's not going to kill you to let it go. And then your brain is okay with it too. But sometimes we are afraid. Fear creeps in. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what's going to happen if you let it go. And it's normal. It's normal. But remember that it will get so bad that the pain is going to get so bad. And that's when you let it go. But like I said, I'm a coward for pain. As soon as I'm in little pain, I'm like, okay, what do you want? Here. I'm not going to fight for anything if it's going to cause me pain at all. It's something that I've learned, not to hold on to anything. Pain is too much. Don't want it, don't need it, you can have it. So let this energy. Seems like a spring is going to be an interesting change of season. This spring is coming on very, very, very strong. You know, spring is really the time of the new year because everything is new. Everything is brand new. Nature is waking up again. So maybe spring is going to be our new year. Maybe everything is got to be swept out, clean, brushed off, so that this spring, everything will be fresh. Everything will be new. Maybe that's why some energies at times is very strong. No more garbage allowed. And with that, let's take a couple deep breaths as we come back to the present. And when you're ready, rub your hands together, rub your face, and open your eyes.